Hey man, say man, what's going on? What's going on? Give y'all a few minutes to jump up in, get up in here and things like that, man, before we get to talking about some things and all that, man, give everybody a chance to pop in, say what's up and all that. So we can get up on some real conversation, you know what I'm talking about? Get up on some real conversation, you know what I'm talking about? All right. So, hey man, it's been a minute, but I was supposed to be in here this conversation, you know what I'm saying? Something that we should, man, we should all discuss, you know what I'm saying? Something we should all be talking about and things like that, man. That a lot of times, man, we feel too embarrassed to talk about and stuff like that, man. And sometimes it's not even embarrassment of talking about it. It's more so, hey man, out of sight, out of mind, and that's a bad thing. We gotta stop. We gotta stop that out of sight, out of mind stuff, man. Like just because you can't see it, don't mean it's not a problem. Just because it's not in your face doesn't mean that it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about some things. Like survivor's remorse. Let's start right there. You know what I'm saying? We go start it off with that. And how we come into those things or how certain people come into like having survivor's remorse and things like that, man. So, you know, a lot of us started somewhere, man. Let's start right there, man. A lot of us started somewhere. We come from the bottom, we come from this, we come from that. But a lot of us started somewhere. A lot of us at one time was on a certain journey, on a certain path and stuff like that. That you know what I'm saying wasn't the best path to be on. Things like that. We had our mistakes we made and stuff like that. You know, nobody led a perfect life. Nobody has led a perfect life. But we can say this. A lot of us that was living one way at one time, now we're living another way. We've changed our ways and things like that. Some people didn't change for the better, some people didn't change for the worse. Some people, man, I can't even lie, they haven't changed at all. Nothing on when it comes to having to leave our people, at first, when you getting yourself together, it's not as hard because y'all still in the same boat kind of. When you first trying to get yourself together, you and your people in the same boat. Whether you look at it the same or not, y'all in the same boat. Now let's talk about that. What I mean by that is, hey man, you haven't went nowhere yet. They haven't went nowhere yet. Y'all basically on the planning process. That's what I mean by y'all in the same boat. Y'all basically on the planning process, trying to get it together, trying to see what y'all go do, what kind of moves y'all gonna make to get yourselves to here, get yourselves there, and things like that. All right, all that's cool. That's fine. That's all right. But what happens when you start making it somewhere and the homies you thought was coming with you, they not there. You know, they not coming with you. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's all right at first because you don't have to see this. Everything be all right at first, you know what I'm saying? But reality always has to hit us. You know what I'm saying? So when we start distancing ourselves. Not in the wrong way or nothing. It's just, hey man, I'm doing this. I don't have time to be doing this no more. Let me, do what I do. Bam. We might talk to our people, but we don't know the extent of what they have going on. We just know that hey, they have something going on. Hey man, if they need us, hopefully they'll get at us. You know what I'm saying? If they need us, hopefully they'll, hey fam, oh I need you, this and that, whatever it may be. Bam. We don't see these people for a good while or whatever like that. Might lose a little communication or whatever because again, everyday life. So yeah, we might lose a little communication and stuff like that, but hey man, are we losing communication because things ain't right or because we're trying to get better? We're losing because we're trying to get better. It just so happens that our paths are splitting. What happens? We get better, we come back. We come back. And what we do? First thing we looking for is whoever our best friend was, best buddy, our hangout partner, whoever it was, that's the first person we looking for. Why we're looking for them? Because we're ready to celebrate our happiness with our person. The person we've been cool with, roll dogs with, bad days, worst days. Hey man, this who we with. So when you come back and you see that, hey man, it ain't what it's cracked up to be. What you thought you was coming back to, as in, oh man, I'm about to go back, see my homeboys. Hey man, things about to be good. This, and that, whatever. Why? It ain't that. Your people not doing good. They really doing worse than before you left, and they never told it to you, nothing like that. You just see it. You go from seeing it to now you got to interact with them because that's your people. You don't act funny with them or nothing like that. That's your people, man. Hey, I happen to decide to get my ass up and get away. I see what happened, but let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is where, hey, man, your strength comes in and things like that. And what I mean by that is to be able to, talk to someone about a situation they're going through and still remain strong for yourself. When you hear how bad things are going for them, that takes a lot of strength right there, man. Because you got to listen to somebody tell you that, hey, man, they might even tell you, hey, man, when you left this, when everything went bad, like not knowing that you might have been there saving grace. You know what I'm saying? At that time, we not perfect or nothing, but you probably was what was keeping them out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? And you just had to move. And when it comes time to have those conversations too, because you don't want to say the wrong thing. So that's another thing that's gonna start eating at you. Because some people, man, let's be honest, some people can't take that. Some people can't take you giving them that tough love that they actually need, though. I can't sugarcoat it with you because the world isn't gonna sugarcoat it with you. So I can't sugarcoat it with you. I can give it to you real. I can give it to you honest. But if I sugarcoat it, I'm not doing you no justice. I'm not doing you no justice by sugarcoating nothing. So when it come to our people, man, we gotta understand that, man. You know what I'm saying? And when we see our people down, some people, man, they make them want to destroy themselves. Like, damn, man, I went and got better, man, and I left my people here just to self-destruct. And that hinders some people, man. That really hurts some people. Like, damn, I can't believe I left my people here to self-destruct. Uh, I can't believe that, this, and that. So like, hey man, we when it comes to that, we have to understand that, we all have our own journey and our own path. You know what I'm saying? We can't just slow down and stop in the middle of whatever our journey has going for us. But, we also want to try to take the time to be there for others. You know what I'm saying? I think that, also, and again, maybe I'm wrong, but sometimes survivor's remorse come because we feel like, damn, I could have been there for that person more. Or I could have been there. I could have stopped this. I could have made this could have happened this way and it wouldn't have happened that way. You know what I'm saying? We don't think about those things though. Or maybe we think about it and it be too late. So that's something for us to steady think about, continue to think about. Like, hey man, I don't have to go into survivor's remorse or nothing, but I can try my best to be there for my people without crashing myself. Because if I'm not healthy mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I mean, physical strength, that's cool, fine, and dandy. But if you're not able to think, feel, you know what I'm saying, with real emotion and strength to be able to take that, hey man, your physical strength ain't gonna do nothing. It can't protect you from your spirit, man. Your physical strength can't protect you from a lot of things, emotions, things like that, man. Your physical strength can't do nothing about it. You can't beat your emotions up. You can beat yourself up. It ain't gonna do you nothing. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. But you know what I'm saying? This is just something that we have to think about. I don't even want to hold y'all too long. I just want y'all to understand that, hey, man, we gotta be here for one another without taking ourselves out in the process. Survivor's remorse is real. People deal with it hard, quietly. That is something that hinders us. Like, we have to stop that. We have to fight against it. Find us a way to beat it. Y'all be blessed. Stay less stressed and let God do the rest. God bless.